Good morning, my dear students. In today's session, we will discuss megasporogenesis and embryo sac development. Megaspore refers to large spore. Genesis refers to formation. So, what is megasporogenesis? The process of formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell or MMC through meiosis is referred as megasporogenesis. A diploid megaspore mother cell or MMC will undergo meiotic division and it produces haploid megaspores. So that process is referred as megasporogenesis. Ovules generally produce a single megaspore mother cell. A single megaspore mother cell is going to be formed near the micropylar region, and this megaspore mother cell will be having prominent nucleus and rich cytoplasm. This one megaspore mother cell further divide meiotically and gives rise to haploid megaspores. So let us understand in detail about the formation of megaspores. In microsporogenesis, all the sporogenous cells get differentiated into microspore mother cell. But whereas in megasporogenesis, a single megaspore mother cell is going to be formed at the micropylar region. So this is the megaspore mother cell which is present near the micropylar region. It divides meiotically. So after the meiosis 1, two megaspores are going to be produced which are referred as megaspore dyad. These two megaspores will again undergo further division. So after the completion of meiosis, four megaspores are going to be formed which are arranged in a linear fashion and they are referred as megaspore tetrad. Tetra refers to 4. So after the completion of meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, four megaspores are going to be formed which are arranged in a linear fashion and they are present at the micropylar region. The interesting thing here is that out of 4 megaspores, 3 megaspores will undergo degeneration or disintegration. Only one megaspore gives rise to embryo sac or female gametophyte. So such megaspore is referred as functional megaspore. So only one megaspore becomes functional and that functional megaspore gives rise to embryo sac or female gametophyte. So as one megaspore gives rise to embryo sac, that process of development of embryo sac from a single functional megaspore is referred as monosporic type of development. Mono refers to one. From single functional megaspore, the embryo sac will be developed and that's why it is referred as monosporic type of development. Now the question is, which megaspore becomes functional? Whether the megaspore near the micropylar end becomes functional or the megaspore which is near the chalazal region becomes functional. So it depends upon the type of species. But in most of the angiosperms, the megaspore which is near the chalazal end becomes functional. So such type of development is referred as polygonum type of development of embryo sac. So in most of the angiosperms, polygonum type is seen. That is, the functional megaspore is near the chalazal region. So that functional megaspore will undergo mitotic division. It will undergo mitotic division but not meiosis. So one functional megaspore will undergo first mitotic division and it produces two nuclei. Two nuclei are produced and they move towards the opposite poles. Those two nuclei will again undergo mitotic division. The mitotic division is going to occur once again and due to that there is formation of four nuclei within the embryo sac. These four nuclei will again undergo mitotic division for the third time and due to that there is a formation of 8 nuclei within the embryo sac. The important concept what here we have to understand is there is no formation of wall. The wall formation is not going to occur, just only the nuclei will will divide. Only the free nuclear division is observed, but there is no formation of cell wall. So hence within the embryo sac there is 8 nuclei, or there are 8 nuclei present within the embryo sac. So these nuclei, these nuclei they form the cell wall. So once the 8 nuclei are formed, soon after that the cell wall formation is going to occur. So the 3 nuclei which are present near the chalazal region, they are called as antipodal cells, and the 3 cells which are near the micropylar region, they are referred as egg apparatus. So egg apparatus constitute of 2 types of cells, that is egg cell and 2 synergids. The 2 synergids they surround a single egg cell, and the 2 nuclei are present at the center of the embryo sac. They are present within the cell called as central cell, and they are referred as polar nuclei or central nuclei. So this is the developed embryo sac. So here we can see the 3 cells which are called as antipodal cells near the chalazal region, and 3 cells are present near the micropylar end. They are called as antipodal cells. The 3 cells are present near the micropylar region. They are called as egg apparatus. Egg apparatus has egg cell, and that is surrounded by the 2 synergids. And exactly at the center, 2 polar nuclei are present. They are present within the central cell. So the developed embryo sac has 8 nuclei. The developed embryo sac has 8 nuclei and 7 cells. So this is another important thing. The developed embryo sac has 8 nuclei, 3 at the chalazal region, another 3 at the micropylar region, and at the center 2 nuclei are present, and that's why 8 nuclei are present and 7 cells are present, because these 2 polar nuclei are present within a single cell, and that's why 7 cells are present within the developed embryo sac. So this is the overall process that is going to occur during the megasporogenesis and embryo sac development. That is, megaspore mother cell which is diploid, it undergoes meiosis. So that's why it produces 4 haploid megaspores. Out of 4 haploid megaspores, 3 megaspores will undergo degeneration. Only 1 megaspore is left, and that is called as functional megaspore. The functional megaspore will again divide mitotically, and due to that there is a formation of 8 nucleated embryo sac, and these 8 nucleated embryo sac is going to be formed, and the 2 polar nuclei, out of 8 nucleated, 2 polar nuclei are present at the center, and 3 cells are present near the chalazal region which are called as antipodals, and 3 cells are present near the micropylar region which is called as egg apparatus. Egg apparatus has 1 egg cell and 2 synergids. Synergid cells, they surrounds the egg cell. So egg cell is present exactly at the center. So the synergids, they surround the egg cell. Within the synergids, we can see a finger-like projection which is called as filiform apparatus. The important function of filiform apparatus is that they guide for the entry of the polar tube within the synergids. So the developed embryo sac has 3 antipodal cells at the chalazal region, egg apparatus at the micropylar region constituting of 1 egg cell and 2 synergids along with the filiform apparatus, and at the center there are 2 polar nuclei are present within the central cell. So the developed embryo sac has 8 nuclei and 7 cells. So we have discussed the androecium and the gynoecium part. So the next part what we have to discuss is the pollination and types of pollination, which will be discussed in the further session.